day, learners! It's a wonderful day again for us to learn a new lesson. I'm Miss Barbie, your teacher broadcaster for Physical Education 9. Our topic for today is very important to start a day right. This is all about physical fitness tests under sports officiating. Are you all ready? I bet you are. Do you have any idea already for this subject? If not, don't worry, because it is made for you to fully understand the physical fitness test for sports officiating. Our topic is based on the most essential learning competency from the Department of Education that states, undertakes physical activity and physical fitness assessments. Now, as we go through our topic, we will be guided by the following objectives. First, undertake physical activity readiness assessment. Second, perform warm-up exercises. And third, explain the importance and benefits of physical activities in sports officiating. Let us start with the first activity from your module. Let me introduce you all to monitor your health-related condition before we do the exercises later. There is a formula that we will be using to compute your target heart rate or THR at its moderate and vigorous intensity during your physical activity. Now, why do we need this? Well, this will enable us to ensure that one is exerting themselves at a level of intense enough to reach the maximum benefit, meaning we are to make it sure if we are not pushing it too hard or too little when we exercise or do any physical activity. Alright, so before anything else, we should identify first our personal maximum heart rate or maximum heart rate to completely identify our range. To do so is just to deduct your age from 220. Then here's how we compute our THR in its moderate intensity, wherein we just have 40 to 55% of intensity based on your age range as teenagers. So, using your MHR 205%, multiply it to the lowest 40% and the highest 55% to identify the range of your BPM or beats per minute in moderate intensity during any physical activity. Now do the same computation for vigorous intensity. And always remember to record your heart rate before and after doing any physical activity. Kindly refer this activity to page 3 in your module. Did we all get it right? I bet you do. Good job, learners! I suppose we are now ready to take an action as we try to know how many exercises we can do for today based on your heart rate. For the next activity, first is to identify the missing component of physical fitness, meaning we must name the fitness test in the first column and kindly write it on the blank. Did everyone follow? Good job! So in the next column, we must record the respective scores generated by actually performing the indicated tests. Kindly refer this activity to page 5 in your module. Great! I guess we are now ready for the interpretation of our results. Now, we will investigate our results if the physical activities were performed accordingly to your capacity and age. We are now looking at the table of the performance targets for boys. Please refer the table from page 6 in your module. As you can see, these are the normal range of your performance based on your age. For instance, if you are 15 years old, Try to compare your results from the table that is flashing in your screen right now. If you were able to reach the target or you went beyond to what is just needed. Now try to look if you are 16 years old and so on. Again, this table is for boys. So I guess the girls are now ready as well, aren't we? This time, let us investigate the results for the girls. Are we all now ready, girls? I bet you are! Now here's the table for the performance targets for girls. Again, kindly refer the table from page 6 in your module. Compared to the target for boys, the table shows that the performance for the girls are a lot easier and attainable than the boys. But it is still depending on your capacity, girls. So again, just look at the column for your age first, then the results will follow. Did everyone get it right? Of course we are! Now, after referring our results from the table, we should be able to answer some of these following questions for us to be guided. First, what did the result of the fitness test reveal about your present fitness level? Does it show that you are physically fit or not? Next, which test did you score satisfactorily? How about poorly? Then what should you do about it? And then, which of the two levels of activity intensity did your heart rate fall during the conduct of the fitness test? Is it moderate or vigorous? Below or above? It depends. Now lastly, how important is your THR when participating in a certain physical activity? Did you notice some changes or not? Try to answer these questions as we investigate your results based on the table for our performance as well. Do you think physical fitness test is just suited for athletes? How about the sports officials or referees? Don't they need fitness testing as well? Why or why not? Now, all of the things that we have done a while ago has something to do with your body condition if you are aspiring to be physically fit. Now, do not worry if you think you are physically fit enough but you are not into sports, though you really wanted to be physically active, then maybe sports officiating is suited for you. Why? Simply because of the following reasons and benefits that we can get just like the athletes does. Excellent! Don't you know that fitness assessment does not only refer to athletes? Why do you think so? Because as they say, many sports officers are also expected to do fitness testing. Do you think it's important? Of course it is. It is important for the sports officials to have trainings together with the athletes because it enables them to observe the play, assess various situations, and often make split-second decisions. And lastly, in order for the sports officials to attain these skills, they need to undergo very basic training. That is, to know and monitor their physical health first before anything else. Good job, learners! Now let us try to see what benefits we can get of being physically active. Being sports official is not that bad at all. Not an athlete? Not a problem. Why? Because just like athletes, sports officials may have the same health benefits as them. Now let us try to look each health benefit that we have. As you see, if you are physically active, you are actually burning calories without noticing it. Now if you are exercising regularly, I tell you, it improves your brain health, which is highly recommended skill for sports officials. Next, it will not only improve your brain, but it also improves your cardiovascular health as well, especially when you're doing cardio exercises. Good for the heart. Now, if your brain and heart health improves, well, it simply means that exercising regularly reduces your stress. A sharp mind, a good pumping heart, always keeps you ready to go. Then, after it gives you being stress free and healthy at the same time, it enables you to build camaraderie by possessing positivity in every situation caused by your brain and heart health just by burning calories. Makes sense? Yes, it does. Now, are those already enough for you to think of being physically active as of the moment? Well, as teenagers of this generation, we observed that we are already less active physically because of other immobile activities. But if we dwell on teenagers of today, accessing everything online, especially online gaming that makes their sleep pattern irregular or lack of sleep. Like learners, you have a lot of subjects to think of, right? Well, not to mention Mobile Legends. I mean, my point is, playing Mobile Legends is not that bad at all if you just learn to manage your time and make time for yourself and your physical conditions as well. Because if you do good in online gaming and all, then you should be good at sports and other physical activities as well. Though I do believe that playing games online enables your brain to work and think critically just like exercising, right? But the difference is, playing online games is just an immobile activity that lets your brain work, just work. But when you do exercises and start burning calories for real, then it doesn't just let your brain work, it lets your brain and heart improve at the same time. See the difference? Yes, you do. Therefore, if your brain and heart improves and you learn to manage your time, being active not only online, then I tell you, you will not just benefit the 5 health benefits I mentioned earlier. Hence, you will benefit the last and not the least benefit of being physically active just like an athlete or a sports official have. Because the sixth health benefit of officiating is providing you a better sleep. Does it make sense now? Of course it does. Now, just a quick recap of the 6 health benefits of officiating. Meaning, if you officiate a certain sport, it's just like athletes or just being physically active and does exercise regularly that we may get the following. It burns calories, improves brain health, improves cardiovascular health, reduces stress, builds camaraderie, and lastly, it provides better sleep. I suppose we have learned a lot today, haven't we? Of course we have. Now, before we end our session for today, please be reminded that we need to adhere, answer, and do whatever activities that are embedded in your module. Please read carefully each instruction given, and if there are any further questions and concerns regarding the activities in your module, directly contact your advisor or subject teacher for any clarification. Please take note that whatever things you need to answer or do as instructed, kindly provide a separate paper or answer sheet for you to input those answers. Please refer these reminders in using the module that can be found in page 4. I think we are all set now. Nowadays, it is highly recommended for us to indulge ourselves back in any physical activities around us. If you think it's difficult, just give time and encourage yourself by start doing the household chores at home. Just start now and thank me later. Just always remember, nothing is impossible. The word itself says I'm possible. Once again, I'm Miss Barbie, your teacher broadcaster for Physical Education 9, now signing off.